Hello all, welcome to QFox and this is Arun Moturi. In this session, I am going to cover one of the most debatable topics in the software testing field. That is, how much coding is required in software testing field. If I ask this question to the software testing experts who are in the market from so long period, everyone has their own view. Most of the people have this view saying that the duty of the software tester is to perform testing of the application. You should be very good with the software testing concepts. Okay. You have to do critical thinking. All those kind of stylish answers will come to you. And they will simply say that you should have the knack of finding the defects in the application to improve the quality of the software. Should have bug hunting skills. That creative and bug identifying skills are very important. This is what most of the people in the market answer for this particular question, who are known as experts who are there in the market or into the software testing field from long period of time. But ultimately, that is the ideal thing. Whatever they are suggesting is ideal nature. You see, everyone will fight for ideal nature. That's correct. But in companies, in reality, the projects that are running in the companies, is the same notation happening? The answer is no. Whatever these guys are saying is, from their perspective, they are fighting for that cause. Okay? These so experts are fighting for this cause, saying that, software testing is all about testing the application, having that testing skills, and finding the defects in the application and reporting them and improving the quality of the software and all those stuff. But ultimately, the reality is something different happening, guys. That is, every company is expecting the software testers to have good coding or programming skills, no matter what. Whether you are a software tester or doesn't matter, should have good programming skills. Then only I will allow you into my company. If you want to get a job in my company, okay, you should clear the coding round. Even though you are a software tester, you have to clear the coding round. Even though you are very good at testing, you have to clear the coding round. That's what they are suggesting. Gone are the days where only manual testing jobs used to be there. These days also you may find here and there few jobs on manual testing, but gone are the days where you can find good number of manual testing only jobs. These days companies want the people to be all rounders. That apart from having the manual testing skills, they should also have good programming skills. They should be very good with coding. So this is the reality, guys. Whatever I'm saying here is a reality. Don't be in a notation or kind of view that when I enter into software testing field, I don't have to have any coding knowledge. That is one perspective. Or you may also say that minimal coding is required. Okay, unlike developers, we don't need to learn so much of coding. Software testing field, there is a concession for us. As if you become a software tester, you don't have to be an expert in coding. You can be okay with coding, then you will be allowed. That's what is the notation, right? This ideology is getting changed. No more the things are ideal. Things are changing, guys. Things are changing in the market. The current market these days, we are in the year 2025 when I'm recording this video. Things got changed a lot. In the olden days or in the long years back, whatever the software testing field was different from whatever it is right now. That is, in the olden days, there used to be separate manual testing rules. To apply for the manual testing rules, you don't have to be having any knowledge on coding, programming, etc. So those were the requirements that used to be there in the long period of time. But now things got changed a lot. It's mandatory nowadays to have the programming or good coding skills. In fact, 70 to 80% of the interview questions will be on coding only, programming and coding. If you are unable to solve those programs or solve that problems in coding, you will not get selected into those companies and you cannot work as a software tester. You see, that is what is the actual reality. So what I suggest is that no matter what, whether you are entering into the IT field as a developer or software tester, doesn't matter. Don't discriminate anywhere. Simply go with the reality. That's what I recommend. Go with the reality. Don't worry about the ideal nature of the software tester, that the software tester should have. They don't have to have any coding skills. Gone are the days, guys. Forget about that. Start working on your programming skills and coding skills, no matter what anyone says, no matter what a lot of people fight in on the LinkedIn for this, for this particular matter, that as a software tester, you don't have to be good at coding. Okay, gone are the days. Gone are the days. Those are the ideal things. We should actually check the actual reality, ground reality, what exactly is happening in the market. Talk to different people in the market, different software testers working in the market, different roles, different levels. You talk to them, you'll understand how important the coding is. You cannot escape coding or programming anymore, guys. Don't come into the software testing field if you feel that coding is not required in this field. Gone are the days. Now we have to be not only knowing the coding, but also we should be good with coding now. Now the competition is something like that. You should be good with coding. You should be good with programming, not just knowing the programming or coding in the software testing field, but you should be good with that. So you may be getting some direct program questions in the interviews, and you should solve them before them. They'll be checking that. Okay. Though the roles doesn't actually demand, though the software testing role, when you're actually working as a software tester in a particular company in a project, you don't have to be too good with coding part, and whatever the program question that comes to you, you don't have to solve it. Ultimately, you can actually do your work without having that. But these days, the companies, to get you selected as software tester into their company, into one of their projects, when there is a requirement, they are checking each and everything about the programming, whether you know it or not. They want you to be good in programming, then only they will select you. Whether they need that programming skills in the market, in that particular project or company or not, doesn't matter. They are using it as a bait for filtering the people, guys. Okay? If you want to come into the company, first clear the rounds. First clear the interview rounds, where definitely some coding programming questions will be there for you. If you are unable to solve it, you are out of the competition. You didn't beat the competition. That's what is actual reality, guys. Okay, that's what is actual reality. Not all roles of software testing field coding is compulsory. You see, ultimately, as per your job duty or job matters, when you are already in a company and you are working as a software tester, you may not you may not feel that coding is compulsory. If you are performing manual testing in one of the project and all, you will never see that there is a coding necessary there. But ultimately, to get that job itself, should be good with programming and coding skills. Okay. So example here is manual testing. Manual testing, kind of job in or kind of work in software testing field doesn't require any coding skills. It's not compulsory, right? But for you to even work as a manual tester in a company, the company may not recruit you if you don't have the proper coding skills, because they want all rounders, and they want to eliminate the people in different rounds. For that, they will introduce a coding round, so that a lot of people will attend the interview, and the one who is actually good with manual testing, at same time having more skills, will be generally selected. Whether that skill set is required or not doesn't matter. That coding skill set is required in the work or doesn't matter. Even despite of you going through that interviews and clearing that coding rounds, again in the same company, what will happen? Again in that company that you got selected, you will be working as a manual tester most of the time. But to get that job, you need the coding skills. That's what is the problem. But these days, automation testing has become mandatory. Unlike earlier years, these days, along with manual testing, as part of our day-to-day job, we're also doing automation testing, not only of the UI, but also the APIs and all those stuff. Okay. So we should be good in automation testing. You see, a lot of tools are there in the market. A lot of automation tools are there in the market. Some automation tools will automate the UI and the visual layer of the application, or graphical UI layer of the application. Some automation tools will automate the API layer of the application. Some automation tools will automate the backend part of the application, like database and all those stuff. Some automation tools will automate the different type of applications like mobile applications. Some automation tools will automate the different type of applications like desktop applications, and so on and so on, right? But ultimately, what is common for all these tools? Programming language, right? If you are good with one programming language, doesn't take much time to learn any particular programming language. And I mean, if you know programming well, it doesn't take much time for you to move from one automation tool to another automation tool for different purpose that you are facing in your company in the one of the projects. Okay, so programming is compulsory, guys. So only manual testing jobs are already dead. You may find here and there one or two, but ultimately most of the jobs need automation testing these days, and for that coding and programming is compulsory. And also to get selected into the particular company, whether you are going to work as a manual testing in one of the projects, still the company will put some coding round to get you selected into the company. Okay, without clearing that coding part, you are not going to enter into any company anymore. So how much coding is required? Okay, you got a clarity that coding is required. I told you that earlier no coding was required. Manual testing roles used to be there. You used to apply for that roles as software tester, and you used to get a job without even having coding skills and survive there. Now after a period of time, what happened? Somewhere midway, what happened is that, okay, apart from manual testing, you should also know automation testing. For that, they kept the expectations low in the coding part. Okay, since you are becoming an automation tester, you don't have to know too much of coding. You don't have to be too great at coding. Okay, we need one resource, and you are that. Okay, even though you have minimal coding skills, that we are okay with that. That was the state of the jobs in midway. But now the situation got changed a lot because of the high competition in the market, because of less number of jobs in the different IT fields. The companies have made this selection process a bit difficult. To get into the company, they are trying to put difficult questions to you, different coding questions to you, or programming questions to you to solve. Even after you prove that you are very good with coding and programming skills, then only you are getting selected into the jobs. So be in the reality, guys. Don't run behind the ideal things. Ideal things are never going to happen in this real world. Okay, they are only for doing the statements and giving the statements on LinkedIn and all. But ultimately, ideal things are not going to happen. Everything is customized according to the company needs. That is a business, right? Company is actually business. You are talking about you know talking about ideal things or ethical things, and ethical things, ideal things are not happening. That's what. Be realistic, guys. Be a realistic, so that you will realize, and you will open your eyes and feel that okay, this is what is the reality. I have to work on the programming. That is a good decision for you. Okay, if you even want to grow in your career also, the same thing applies. If you're not good with programming, somewhere you will feel insecure in the companies when you're working in the companies, because different bosses, different managers, somewhere will try to figure out that you are not good with coding or programming, and they will degrade you. You cannot grow in your career. Okay? Maybe some people may be lucky, but most of the people will get stuck somewhere in their career because of not having the good programming or coding skills, because they are not thinking in a realistic manner. They are only thinking about ideal manner. Okay, fine. How much coding is required? There's no limit, guys. There is no limit actually. But let's find out more about that. There's no limit how much coding is required. These days, because of the competition, no one can answer this question saying that this much coding is required. The competition is like that. Okay, some person is learning A, the other person is actually learning A and B. Then other person is learning A, B, C. Then the other person is learning A, B, C, D. Okay, like that it is happening, guys. So be realistic. Try to beat the competition. Then only you will get secure a job. Okay, that's my advice, guys. Okay, that's my advice after hearing to a lot of noise over the social media platforms, and after talking to a lot of my circles and all. Whatever I have the realistic experience have in the current market and all. I'm just simply saying that don't go with that false noise. Be realistic. Understand what exactly is happening in the market. Don't fight for unnecessary causes. Don't debate with other people unnecessarily. Simply get a clarity that, okay, I need to get a job. For that, I need to beat the competition. For that, I need very good coding skills. Using that coding skills, I need to beat other people also in the interview rounds. That's what should be your goals. Okay, that's what should be your goals. There is no limit. How much coding is required? There is no limit, obviously. So if when you talk about test automation and SDET roles, then required programming skills, right? You see, there are no manual testing roles are already dead. Here and there, one or two you'll find, and after a period of time, you will feel insecure at your job anyhow. Okay, but coming to the test automation and SDET roles, programming logic part of the programming languages is enough. Okay, this is also ideal. Whatever I have written here is also ideal. There is no limit. I'm saying, right? There is no limit. You have to go to the keep on going to the next levels in programming, guys, and that should be your ongoing process of learning should be there in programming no matter what. But here, to give you some clarity, I'm just going with some ideal items here, but later at the end, I'll just conclude in a different way. Programming logic part of the programming languages is enough for test automation and SDET roles. So example is, for example, if you go with Java language, you can divide Java into core Java and advanced Java. In these two parts, which one is generally required for test automation and SDET roles? Core Java is enough. Advanced Java, this is required for developers, we generally say. This is ideally, okay? Ideally, I'm saying. So along with that, if you want to clear the interviews, okay, apart from getting into these roles, you need to have this core Java. This is enough. But for interviews, guys, okay, you may get disqualified because when the interviewers will compare you with other people who came to the same interview, they'll try to compare how knowledgeable you are, how skillful you are in programming. The comparison will come. Because of that, no rules and regulations will apply here. The one who is very skillful will get the job. Simple. Will clear the rounds and get the job. So programming logic part of the programming language is required. Apart from that, practicing various Java programs that can be asked in the interviews is important. Okay. Apart from you having the knowledge of particular programming, this is what are the different programming languages in software testing field that are booming, that are really required. Okay, let me list down here. Java is one of them. Then we have Python. Python. When you are using some automation tool like Selenium with Java is a famous one. Even Selenium with Python also has boomed up. Then Selenium with C# also has boomed up. Then when you talk about a tool known as recently that is booming up like anything, right? There is Playwright tool. Okay, JavaScript and TypeScript are required for the Playwright tool. Okay, for such kind of Playwright automation tool, we need JavaScript and TypeScript. So these are the four famous programming languages that we should be aware of. And my advice here is be good with one programming language first. For example, uh, know in and out of Java first. After being good with Java, then move to other programming language. Don't simultaneously learn multiple programming languages, guys. Be good with one programming language. Okay. Practice more programming with one programming language, and as part of migration parts, move to other programming languages according to the different test automation tools that you need to work with. But for interviews, programming logic part of the programming language is really required, guys, in one of the programming languages. Next thing here is practice various Java programs that can be asked in the interviews. Practice various programs, any particular language, but programs that can be asked in the interviews. To make this job easy, guys, what I have done here is I have created one list. Okay, so go to YouTube and search for this. Search for these two words, that is QFox space Java programs. Like this, you search. When you search for this, you see there are 150 Java programs for you to practice here. You'll get this list of 150 Java programs, guys, with all the solving solutions. When you're getting started and you to get to the next level, try to solve this 150 Java programs, guys. After you complete this 150 Java programs, your confidence levels will definitely rise. That's one thing. Second thing is don't stop there. Okay. First learn one programming language in a proper way. For example, here to solve these programs, you should be good with the Java programming, right? For that also, okay, QFox Java. When I say QFox Java, you see there is one playlist here. Core Java full course is there. Go to this playlist. There are okay. The playlist doesn't exist. Is coming. How? I don't know. Let me click it again. There is a bug actually. Temporary glitch maybe. So here how many videos are there? 276 videos are there, guys. Okay. Try to complete this 276 videos first, and then go for Java programs as a second part. Okay. First type QFox space Java, guys. Okay. If you want to be good with programming, I'm also not only giving the solution here, not only saying how much amount of coding is required, but also I'm giving you the place where you can actually practice, be good with programming from scratch. From ABCDs of programming, you can learn from here, guys. Just simply go to YouTube and search QFox space Java, and you'll get this playlist. And in that playlist, there are 276 videos for now, and learn all those videos first. Okay, first learn all those stuff. After that is completed, then search for QFox space Java programs as a next thing. This is very important for the interviews. This particular part is very important. Java programs for interviews is very important. There are 150 Java programs that you need to practice here in this that are there mentioned in the videos to get more confidence. After that is done, after that is done, go and go and learn data structures and algorithms, guys. Okay, I don't have any material for this data structures and algorithms, but you can find a lot of information on different platforms. Okay, like you can actually go through some books or something. That's also fine. Don't stop, guys. Don't stop at the low levels. Okay, don't think that this part is enough. Just learning some Java programming language and followed by practicing some Java programs for the interviews is not enough. You have to keep learning. You never stop learning of the programming, guys. Stick to the learning of the programming. Like the more you practice programming, the more the better you will you will become in your career, guys. Okay, that is the only thing that is stopping a lot of software testers these days from growing in their career, no matter what. It is a fact, guys. It is a fact that a lot of people in the market are not able to grow in their career just because of simple reason that they are afraid of programming or they are unable to continue their journey in the programming journey. Okay, they are unable to continue their programming journey. That is what is the main reason why people are not growing in their career. If you want to become unstoppable in your software testing career, I definitely recommend that there should not be a single day where you should not you know where you have not practiced programming. Okay, there should not be a single day where you have not practiced programming. Every day you have to practice. Every day you have to practice. Even minimum 30 minutes or 15 minutes is enough, case. In rare cases, at least 15 minutes you practice every day. Okay, keep it as a hobby or something, or side hustle or something, side project or something, and every day, no matter what that is required in your day-to-day job or not, whether you are attending an interview or not, no matter what, keep practicing programming. Maybe starting point is learning about the programming. One of the place that I have shown you, like UFOX, Java, you search and you'll get that playlist. After you have got some knowledge about programming, then how to apply it by solving some real Java programs. Like this playlist is enough, like 150. After that is done, don't stop. That's what a lot of people stop here. Don't stop there. Go and learn some books on data structures and algorithms and solve and understand how the programming is done. Try to find out about different programming practices and all. Try to become more better in programming. And even don't stop there. Even this is also completed. Don't stop there, guys. Practice on a daily basis and keep going to the next levels. Practice on a daily basis and keep going to the next levels. And there are a lot of platforms in the market like HackerRank, Lead Code, etc. They are been there in the market from long period of time. This platform where you can register yourself, where you can register yourself and keep practicing programming, guys. So a lot of challenges will come in programming. Try to enjoy the challenges and try to move forward in the programming so that tomorrow when you attend an interview, because of this way you are actually learning programming without missing even a single day, in the interviews you can do very easy, guys. Okay, the interviews will become very easy because 70 to 80% of the questions are programming questions in the interviews. This is remaining 20-25, the concepts of software testing, or selenium automation tool concepts or something they'll be asking you. Okay, whether you know this tool, that tool and all, but ultimately programming you cannot escape. That's the main thing. That's the core area. 70% minimum it's actually covering in the interviews, guys. So these are some ideas I want to give you. Okay, apart from this, you can actually, if you are very passionate about programming, or if you become too passionate about programming, these ideas are also not enough, guys, to become good at programming. You can even go and think behind this out of box of these ideas and do something more than that. You can create some side hustle project and you can develop an application by yourself with the help of programming skills, and you can optimize your code. You learn different things that got introduced in the latest versions of the some programming language like Java or something, and implement them and try to reduce the number of lines of the code, try to optimize the code, try to write in a better way. All those stuff you can learn, guys. Okay, sky is the limit for that. It's an ongoing thing. There's no end point. Like success is a journey. Learning is also a journey, guys. Programming learning is also a journey, and I want this journey to continue in your life for till you are in the IT field. Okay, once you come out of the IT field, you forget about that. But when you want to continue in the IT field, just remember that minimum 15 minutes every day you have to look into the programming part, guys. Okay, otherwise, you'll not be able to beat the competition and grow in your career. So take this as an advice, and hope you understood how much coding is required in software testing field. And my point of view I gave here. I don't want to hurt anyone, but that's what is the reality, guys. I want to enforce the reality. I believe more about reality, guys. You see, our intention is to get the jobs and all. Okay, people will talk about a lot of stuff. Software testing is like that, like this. this much of amount of coding is enough and all. But I want to talk in the point of reality. No matter whether people, after I complete this video and post it on my YouTube channel, not people may come and say that this is not right, that is not right, and all. I'm okay with that. Okay, but I want to convey the real nature of the jobs these days. What the real expectations are. If I am able to change your direction and make you think in a proper direction, explaining you that what is the actual reality check and how the programming or coding part is important even for software testers in the software testing field, I have done my duty well. Okay, so that's all for this session, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.